take a big elevator. Should I read? Exercise 2. The group has to name a spokesperson. The group has to vote a leader. The leader takes the iPad for the following exercises. The leader and the spokesperson takes a smaller elevator to the first floor. The group waits in front of the elevator. So I go outside. But I try. Third floor. Okay, so the group has to name a spokesperson.
I would like to lead.
Yeah, nice.
It's good for you?
The group has to vote a leader.
The group has to vote a leader.
Rebecca.
Yeah. Leader.
Rebecca.
Everyone for Rebecca? I don't know. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can do it. The leader and the spokesperson take the smaller elevator to the 5th floor. The group waits in front of the elevator.
Genau, and then I go downstairs to the group and explain them they should take the elevator to the leader. And the leader, you are on the 5th floor, one by one. Work for yourself. All right, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. So enjoy the view. Great. Hello.
Hello.
And I go downstairs to take the other ones, one by one.
For you, I think. It's okay for you? Yeah. Yeah, but maybe I need to put yeah, you can put it right there. So we go outside?
Genau. And
Yeah.
me as a spokesperson, I take the iPad to the terrace. Just follow us. Yes.
Okay, you. Alright, so I press the button and go.
Are you guys from New York?
No, she is originally, but we live in Holland.
Okay. And you're from Brazil right now?
Yeah.
And we now identify a new leader.
Okay, we're going downstairs. Yes. Alright, the next assignment is to let the group walk along the poles. let them make free rounds. Let them run in circles or whatever. So I would leave that up to you. But you have to walk along the walls free rounds, and you can decide in what manner you do that.
3 rounds?
Yes, 3 rounds.
Just in this room?
Yes, I think so. Now I'm going to have a little talk about the necessity of rules, infrastructure, borders, walls, and barriers. Well, I think this assignment I just gave you was a pretty good example because it wasn't pretty coordinated or organized, so everyone was doing their own thing, which can be a good thing, but I think it didn't make everyone stick to the walls, which was the assignment. So I think that's a pretty good example of why, in this case, it was important. The next thing is, the group is free to explore the exhibition on the 3rd floor, so go ahead, explore the exhibition.
Light protection. Yeah.
Sun protection.
Like it. Like it. Me too. Yeah. Thank you.
You want to be the spokesperson again? Yeah. Shall I? Okay. Okay, we are gathered at the elevator. Here the group chooses one of them to have an out-of-body experience in the elevator. The chosen person is supposed to act
out one piece from the exhibition by himself inside the elevator. Afterwards, he will tell the group about the experience in front of the elevator. The activity in the elevator will be filmed by the camera on a tripod. Someone who wants to have an out-of-body experience? No. Some voluntary out-of-body experience? Yes?
Like just a talk or what?
Yes. Voluntary ideas of having an out-of-body experience?
Anna?
Something for you?
If you want to do it, you will explain us or tell us about it if you want to.
Okay, guys. I have television.
I chose the middle manager. I tried to kind of manage the elevator or like press buttons or hide buttons or have like a function in this elevator, but also be like hidden in a way or decent.
Did you have an out-of-body experience?
Not sure.
Alright, so the next step says the performance of the leader is assessed by vote. If necessary, a new leader is determined. So I guess now you have to vote on my leadership skills, and depending on that vote, either I stay a leader or a new leader gets decided. So, okay, I guess we should vote either if I stay the leader or if you're gonna vote for a new leader. So who's gonna vote for me staying the leader? I guess that's the majority.
You're a great man.
Alright, I guess I'm staying the leader.
Angela Merkel.
No, my body is already reacting here.
Yeah?
I protect you as a twin.
So you can't stay here.
Nope. I can't, but then funny thing happens. When I go into this situation, when it happens because I'm not aware that I'm going to encounter that, I have some mental tricks to calm me down and to get out of the situation, because in the past it came to pretty critical situations.
So you mentioned, you managed to be stronger then?
No, it's a purely psychological trick that you use to disconnect you with the reality you're in at that moment. When it happens, I transport myself to a tropical beach. No, it's just because your brain thinks about a different level of things, the water, the sun, and you can actually, it's a really easy image. You know the feeling of water on your feet, you know the warm wind, and then your brain is taken away from you. That works wonders.
Great.
So if everyone can follow me. Okay, so the assignment is to guide the group to the stacked guide rails in the center of the show, so that's obviously these. And then I'm supposed to show you this photo. I don't know if everyone can see, if not, come closer.
Is it a family portrait?
I know just as much information as you do, but
With a cow in front.
I assume it is.
And a white dog.
Yes.
Black and white photo.
So we have to reenact or reinterpret or reenact the photo of the guide rails and find an appropriate corner on this floor. So if we only have to find a corner and then we can just drag the rails and reinterpret or recreate the photo in that way. Okay, maybe we just do it at the rails there because people decided on this already. Yeah, sure, we can add some. Okay, now we have
Slowly.
Where do you want to put it? Yeah, I guess we sort of reinterpret it and just put it like this way, just make a like 90-degree angle.
Because that's the front. No? No? Really?
Alright. I mean, we're not going to be able to reenact it exactly like on the photo, but so I guess we have to do a reinterpretation. So maybe if we now just all sit in front of it as like a family portrait.
Someone lays on the floor and another person on the lap, and then.
But it can also be a reinterpretation. But we can also do 5 people.
Or like 2 people will reenact the cow, maybe?
Yeah, so too.
Alright. Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
the same colors or something. Yeah.
Alright, so the idea is to have 2 people pose as the cow. And those people, we would choose the same color outfits for that. So maybe we choose let's see, the greenish color. Children. So let's just stick to like the stereotypes and have the dad be the blue wearing person and the mom a pink wearing person.
Maybe that would be you, the mom.
I could be the mom, sure, yeah. Who wants to be the dad?
Thank you. I want to be the dad, but I have a pink color shirt.
I don't know if we're allowed to switch.
Are we allowed to switch the colors?
So like here's, you can switch.
You're the dad. And then we want 3 children and 1 dog. And I wants to be the dog.
I can be the dog.
Yeah. You have to sit on someone's lap though.
Okay.
And then 3 children. Let's also maybe do the same color.
3 blue.
Or 3. Yeah, sure. You be the
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on the most left. Then the dad.
Don't you want to have another color then? Because the kids are blue? Not that I don't want to be the dad.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Purple. Well, you can decide. Either of you be the dad.
I'll do it.
Sorry, Alright, and then the 3 kids go to the right. We're here lined up sort of from, yeah, if you can stand most on that side. Great. And then, yeah, you sort of sit on her lap just. And then you two like lay in front of her as a cow. I leave that up to your interpretation. Most, yeah, everyone have a good look.
Your hair. That's me. I have dog hair in my knees.
Maybe somebody should control it because you're part of it.
Yeah,
So
does
somebody
someone
in the
look
room.
and help us? It's hard to tell.
So the mother is having the father in her arm, and then the dog is looking really cute. And I think the oldest son of the family is doing this manspreading, I say. It's like sitting like this, and doing this. And the cow is actually looking at the meadow really far away. And it's really cute looking. The little boy is looking like this. Yeah. And the mother is holding something here.
Can you tell me what I'm doing?
Your hand is on the knee of the father. Yes. Sorry. And then who's left and right. Should I take a picture of it?
Yes.
How do I do it? Sorry.
And why not? Because the artist is not here, so we don't know. We have to decide.
Shall we do a voting?
Yeah. Okay. You would leave it.
Me not.
Why?
You can ask.
The artist.
Guys, because actually normally its purpose is to be moved daily.
Yeah, but also the background. I thought only this place.
Most of the things that are here can be moved
Okay.
daily according to a certain pattern.
Okay. I mean, it looks beautiful. Yeah, maybe it's correct.
Okay.
So we leave it like it is. Okay.
What's your thing?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Well, let's put this one right behind or to the wall.
Then we can put it back. Okay. We don't need it like this. What you could do is move this side just a tiny bit, that it rests against the wall.
Just in the corner and then kind of fall like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so So the next assignment is to lead the group to my favorite work on this floor, and then the work is discussed and interpreted by the group. But I want to look around first so I can make a good decision. So maybe if we all walk around for a short amount of time and meet back here, and then I'll lead you to my favorite work.
So how long? What do you
like 5 minutes max.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Okay, so now I'm gonna guide you to my favorite work. If you follow me. I don't know if I just have to choose one, but the exercise now is to discuss and interpret the work by the rest of the group.
I think it's a very primal form. That's what I like about it. Like, it's a wheel, and it's one of the most important tools and one of the oldest, I guess. Yeah, I think it's about moving and also traveling.
I have a friend and she's working on this concept of modern Amish. It's like a concept of Amish people that still live the life of the past century without electricity, and we are living right now in the century where electricity is so central to everything we are doing. And yeah, she shaped that word modern Amish, and if I see that wheel, I think about that word as well.
Very much I find to see this kind of pattern all over the show. And also, I don't know, because for me it's very important also importance that those elements of the architecture has, basically. This kind of space is totally made of different relations between your work and also the architecture.
I'm quite curious as to what you have to say about, like, after hearing what everyone else said about the work. I don't know if you would be okay with either talking about the work itself or about what other people had to say about it and how you reflect to it.
Sure, absolutely, since the leader asked me to. I'm never, it's so funny because a lot of my work is about these heating systems or but I actually had edited that out of my view, so it's a real pleasure to like all of a sudden realize that they're talking to each other. For some reason I didn't have that view. And I think that the comment about Amish culture is really interesting, because I think that I think I chose to do this wagon wheel because it became, it's a totally functional idea to have. I mean, a wheel is functional, it gets us to move. But so often these wagon wheels find a very decorative role in our world. So they're usually in a restaurant or a theme bar, or they're somehow, they didn't disappear, like somebody just couldn't throw them away, right? Like they lost the wagon, but somehow the wheel is fetishized. I found that a curious, I'm often looking for things like this, and so that's sort of where I began with thinking about it. And so I'm kind of working further with the idea of decoration, and that these tools, these really powerful tools in our civilization, become decoration at some point. thank you for letting me speak to you, Mr. Leader.
Thank you. All right, so the next thing is again to assess the performance of the leader by vote, and if necessary, a new leader is determined. So, who votes for changing the leader? That's 1, 2. All right, so we have the majority. Okay, so now who wants to be the new leader?
We have one nomination.
Maybe a girl.
No? No?
Should I go for it? Yeah. Are you choosing me to be the leader?
Yes.
Hello, are you thirsty or very thirsty? Very. So you can take one. Who else is thirsty? Yeah. One small or big one? Big one. Thank you. You're welcome. Big one too, please. Are you thirsty? Yes. You want a small or big one? Yes. I have small and big bottles. Small. 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 And you? Small. Small. And you? Big. Everybody read back again? I think so. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I take a big one too. And now my next assignment is to collect the shirts from you. I'm sorry. You can't have them as presents. I would appreciate if we can hold it together. Thank you. für mich halt auch nicht. Okay. And the very last task is to evaluate my leadership. I would suggest to evaluate it with points from 1 to 10.
Definitely 10.
Thank you. I think we all agree. That was the last.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining the tutorial. We had 3 amazing leaders, but also an amazing group. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you very much.